to Indiana right now. Just passed through Kentucky. I actually got I got a lift in. Well, first off, I started the morning at 6:30. Generational Buc-ee's run right at 7. And then I met up with my girlfriend in Nashville and grabbed lunch with her. That was great. Happy to see her. Good time. And then I kept on, and then I got up towards Kentucky, and I actually have some friends that were what's it called? Who are here right now, who are about to move to North Carolina, but one of them lives in Kentucky, so both of them were down here. Anyway, they were in Kentucky nonetheless, so I met up with them, got a mean little lift in at the weight room. Shout out the weight room in Kentucky, or I think it's in Indiana. It's at the very bottom of Indiana, maybe the border of Kentucky, but it was a dope gym, sick equipment, really good pump. I'm a sucker for a gym that has like a garage door that opens up and lets the natural light in and the natural air. So that was super cool, especially with the heat getting up. You know, it was nice and toasty in there. But overall, great pump, great sweat. But yeah, I'm on the last stretch. Surprisingly, I don't know why I've never done this before, but if you stop in Kentucky, in Louisville, or right at the top on that border, like I said, where the gym was, it cuts the trip in half almost perfectly. So now all I have left is 3 hours, 50 minutes when I started off from there. I'm probably at like 3:10 now. Either way, anything to kind of disrupt, you know, the driving, at least going to get a lift. I got my blood flowing a little bit. I'm feeling good. But yeah, so, you know, just on the way up there, like I've mentioned in the past few videos, got to move my stuff. But I'm using this as an opportunity to, again, further my job search. There's actually some people that are at the building where I did my master's program here in Indiana that I can go talk to. I'm actually meeting with them tomorrow to try and, you know, search through, see if there's any opportunities that kind of overlap that they can put me in contact with. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully that, you know, leads to something. But I want to get to, I guess I'll do it in the last minute, but anyway, meet with them, and then based on how that goes is kind of going to set in stone my path for the next few months. So if nothing comes of that, I've got two options. One of the options is to go to North Carolina and work while also pursuing a really big dream of mine, which is I'll explain that in the last minute. And the other option is to stay in my hometown and actually work in a leadership position at a specific company. I can sign on for a 6-month contract and be paid salary, and just kind of stack bread until, you know, I have enough to actually go out and, you know, find something bigger. And the person who's offering this also said, like, you know, they would work with me in terms of if I actually found something, you know, making sure that I can kind of make that transition effortlessly without having to, you know, kind of, I guess, you know, throw what I've got going there away. Very understanding person. I'm much appreciative for that offer. So I guess I'll get into kind of the pitch for this thing that I'm working on, that is kind of the magnum opus, I think that's the right word, of what I want to do. So my plan, if I go to North Carolina, if I go to San Francisco, if I stay in my hometown after the 6 months is up and then I move to another place, the goal is I want to start a fitness club. Now, I'm sure you're familiar with run clubs and how that kind of operates, where you meet up once weekly, you go for a run, and then you maybe go to a social event afterwards, or you go, you know, have drinks with all the people that ran. Along those lines, but much broader in terms of, you know, what you can actually do as a group. So like running, lifting, swimming, kayaking, anything that's really just active, getting people out there. And from that, I want to build that into something else. And I'll go into that on another day, another time when I've further developed it, but that's what I'm trying to do. That is the pinnacle.